Good day everyone, Loki here, and welcome to the gun review of the Karkom SMG, the SMG variant of the very same Karkom rifle you can get. This weapon you can only get from the random boxes in the game, which you can only buy with the paid currency. Taking a look at the recoil, you will see that even at the shorter ranges you have a very high amount of recoil. This isn't really a problem at shorter ranges because this will actually get you kind of a lot of headshots. So that's not really negative. However, at longer ranges, this will become a problem, as you can see. You are just not going to be able to hit your target, basically. You can counter this, however, by burst firing your weapon. Or, if you are good at it, which I am not, you can pull down your mouse while shooting. This will also counter the recoil. If we take a look at the damage of the Karkom SMG, we will discover that it's a very high powered rifle. From short range, with armor, it takes 1 shot to the head, 3 shots to the body, and 5 shots to the legs. Without armor, it will take 1 shot to the head, 2 shots to the body, and only 3 shots to the legs, which is actually very good at short range. But it's an SMG after all. From long range with armor, it takes 2 shots to the head, 6 shots to the body, and 7 shots to the legs. Without armor, it takes 1 shot to the head, which is good, 3 shots to the body, and 4 shots to the legs. As you can see, it takes a little bit more bullets from a distance, but it also becomes a lot harder to hit. So, with all the statistics out of the way, what do I actually think about the gun? Well, I think it's a really good gun. You can't really say that's a bad gun if you look at the stats. However, the stats cannot show that the recoil on the gun is very much there, and you will have a hard time hitting anyone from a little bit farther away than short range. So, while the long range damage might be just take a little bit of shots to kill, you are not actually gonna kill a lot of people from a little bit of a distance. Especially because it sometimes happens with the weapon that I actually shoot 2 bullets while I only press the button for a split second, so that's kind of weird. And then my second bullet just goes to, well, it really is nowhere to be found, so that's kind of a weird kind of glitch maybe, or just how the gun works, because it has a very high rate of fire. I personally had my first game with it, and the first game I did with it, I went around 30, around 10, something like that. But it didn't record, so I was kind of sad. And my second game I only went 12 in 5, which wasn't really that good. So this game actually I went 42 in 12, which was quite good again. And this was only my third game with it that you are seeing right in the background right now. So it's not really a hard gun if you are rushing. A thing I noticed that aiming really is... aiming is actually worse. If you are not aiming, so you're just hip firing, you are gonna kill the enemy, especially at close range, which is what the weapon is made for, of course. So you shouldn't really aim. I also tried to shoot with the silencer. The silencer is actually a really good attachment for the weapon because it has this very high amount of damage and will not really make you have to shoot a lot more than that I showed in the video. So that's really good. The silencer is actually a great attachment. I didn't really see anything happen with the suppressor because the fire isn't that big with an SMG, but it's nice if you can hide it, if you actually like the iron sights. But because it has a round around, it actually hides quite a lot of the battlefield, so I actually like this EO-Tech sight that you can put on it. Also, a thing that this gun is very good for is for making slide kills, because it has this very high rate of fire. You'll probably see me doing it quite a lot during this video. So if you're just running and gunning, I think this is actually a great gun for you, because it has this very high rate of fire and this very high damage. So if you're close range, you're most likely gonna win the battle. You, however, have to keep in mind that if you are up against a shotgunner or a medic, but most of the time they are a shotgunner in a team deathmatch, and in most versus modes, they have a small fire armor. They have small fire armor, and that will actually protect them from your bullets. So you will have to shoot 2 or 3 bullets more into their body. So you have to keep that in mind when rushing against a shotgunner, but you are very much able to kill them because of the very high rate of fire, of course. So my final verdict of the gun. Well, I think I really like the gun, but if I compare it to my other gun, that's actually my favorite gun right now, the AC7, which is just a common SMG, I think I like the AC7 more. I don't really know why if you look at the statistics, but I think I'm actually better with the AC7. So is it worth the money you're gonna have to put into the random boxes? Because you're very much gonna have to, when the game comes out. Right now it's the beta, so I had the ability to get 4000k, so it was quite easy to get the gun. But is it worth to spend some money on this weapon? I think it's not, but it has a high damage, and if you are actually good at pulling down your mouse while shooting, and you can control the recoil, you're very good. It's probably a great gun for you. But for me, it's not. I like the AC7, but it's not a bad gun. I just think there are better guns out there. Anyway, guys, my name was Loki. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like or a comment. If you want to see a certain gun reviewed in the future, don't forget to leave that in the comments. And if you actually like all my videos or want to see more of my videos, don't forget to check out my channel and subscribe to it. Anyway, guys, see ya later.